So I'm playing a bit of this sonata by Dario Castello, which was composed in the early 1600s on the Baroque setup, of course. And I've learned now a little bit more about the history and the structure of this kind of work. So it was composed at a time when people were kind of fed up with madrigals and other pieces of music that had so many voices and were so over ornamentated that it was really difficult to understand the text. And then in 1600 there was this Camerata Fiorentina or something, where Monteverdi, for example, they deliberated and they wanted to have a different kind of music where the text was primary, and they took their inspiration from like rhetoric, like classical Roman, Greek rhetoric. So that was the Renaissance period. And so text was paramount, or if there's like music without words, then at least the meaning of the, I don't know, underlying melodies should be discernible and not be buried among ornamentation. So that was their pet peeve, too much ornamentation. And this sonata by Castello is in this new tradition mostly, and that means that there is a very simple underlying melody, but that he wrote out the ornamentation so that one couldn't like overdo it. He just told what he wanted, right? And there are some passages that have these long like long notes, long melody notes that are then decorated, and then there is another type of passage where there are just long harmony bass notes, like whole notes or several measures taken for a single note, and then I play some kind of I don't know, harmony triads and stuff over those bass notes. And here my job is to look up from my music and communicate to the bass players when we go on, right? When the next harmony starts. So they start the next long note, and there is less like underlying rhythm, so it has to be communicated. So these two kind of elements occur here, and I find this looking up from the sheet music and kind of cueing an imaginary bass player that I want to go on, I find that inordinately difficult. So I need to practice that, and I made some progress, but it's still not, it doesn't come natural or easy to me. Anyway, so I'm here to learn. Yeah, that is that. And then, yeah, many of these ornamentations, they are like played with this very fast, small stroke. So that's an important element, to have this. These kind of things that are then played mostly by moving just the wrist and not the whole arm. Okay, then finally they have these ways of playing single notes. The most important one is like this swell, where one does something like getting louder in the middle of the bow, And then there is also the inverted thing, which is called the exclamatio or exclamation. And that means one starts strong, gets soft in the middle of the bow, and then ends with a crescendo. And yeah, that's also tricky. And in this case, I'm supposed to start my voice with this exclamatio. Good, yeah. Yeah, then there are a few fun things. So if there is a trill indicated, it doesn't mean trill in the traditional sense, but it means like some kind of bow vibrato, like one kind of, one holds the bow evenly, and then with the index finger one makes these little waves, right? And an actual trill is then called a gruppo. Okay, so whatever. Let's see how that goes. So the bass starts with 3 measures, and I'm going to play them. I hope I can. Of course, it's an octave too high or 2, but anyway, so let's see. Okay, so I was too busy playing the bass note, I didn't really do this exclamatio, so let me try that again. It's tricky to figure out anyway, I'm not sure that I'm doing it right, perhaps I'm kind of making it too prominent also, but anyway, so. Okay, so that was like 2 sections or 2 movements. Second one is where it gets this rhythmical like motif. I guess I also have to communicate with my bass section here, but I didn't even like practice it that much, so it doesn't feel so comfortable. Yeah, so that's what I understand so far about this music, and then now I'm concerned about the sound quality and like so intonation is just a little bit off, and my my left hand is not as well organized as it should be, although there's progress, but still. And then particularly, yeah, this eighth note. Yeah, I'm probably still using too much wrist for the small notes, and they don't ring, they sound a little bit dull. And yeah, these eighth notes also. This note probably should have a swell. Okay, so I think the general idea is now better understood, but the details and execution still need work. Okay, good. That's where I'm with that.